It was one of those really hot summer days in Austin, Texas this past summer. I'm up at 5:30 in the morning, and what am I doing at this time? I'm never up at 5:30 in the morning, so what's the occasion? Well, my friends, they drive up a beat-up 1998 red Jeep up to my driveway, and I sleepily get into the back seat. What are we doing? Well, we're going on a road trip, starting from Austin, Texas, all the way to White Sands National Park in New Mexico. The drive is only 10 hours. To put that into perspective, that's 3 times the width of South Korea. We're driving all of that in just one day. Let me go over a few mishaps that happened on our trip. 11:10 a.m. We look at our gas meter and we see that we're almost out of gas. The gas hand is basically at 0, and there's not a gas station anywhere in sight. So we briefly debate doing rock, paper, scissors with each other to see who to kick out of the car, to make the car a little bit lighter. But thankfully, we find a gas station that's off our course about 30 minutes away, and nobody has to be sacrificed just yet. 4 or 5 p.m., we get out of the car and we start hiking to our campsite, and a sandstorm blows in. So we have to trudge through the sands, the blowing sand all around us with all our camping gear, our sleeping bag, everything in tow. Not a pleasant experience. 5:10 p.m., a rat gets into my Cheez-Its snack box. This is by far the worst part of the trip. I love Cheez-Its, I don't share them, I don't let anyone touch them, and I don't let anyone take them. But this random rodent just took all of mine. Last but not least, 6 p.m. dinner time. We realize we forgot the lighter to our stove or campfire, everything that allows us to not freeze to death or starve to death in the car. So me and my friends, we have to hike back all the way to the car and back to the campsite to go get it. At this point, you might be wondering, Hyejee, was the trip worth all the hassle? Well, today, I'm going to make the case and say that yes, it indeed was worth all the hassle. Let me backtrack a little. Ever since I was younger, I had always gone on road trips. My parents and I, we loved kind of exploring the roads of America, all the way from Big Bend in Texas to Yosemite in Wyoming. Over the years of traveling, I have only grown my appreciation for road trips, and I would like to share with you guys today 4 great benefits I see about this particular type of trip. Number 1, road trips. Road trips allow you to experience not only the destination, but also the journey. It's kind of more unique. It's unique to a plane ride. When you're in a plane and you look down, all you see are those little dots or white clouds. You see nothing, basically. But when you're on the road, you're allowed to take kind of a slower pace, to see the passing trees, to see the passing road, to see the passing landscape. It really allows you to immerse yourself into the journey in ways that a plane ride can't. Number 2, road trips allow you to be spontaneous and also to see the good in life. Remember when I said that we ran out of gas and had to go to that gas station off course? So I, off a whim, just bought one of those $1 lottery tickets at the gas station, and a few weeks later, I realized that I won $100 from it. It's not the mega lottery, but still, it's pretty cool to win something off of a lottery ticket. Remember when I said that we had to go get the lighter from the car? So not only did we get the lighter, but I also got to get our extra spare Cheez-Its box from the car. So that was a win-win. And for the sandstorm, that just kind of sucked, to be honest. But hey, at least I get to say now that I have survived a sandstorm in my life. Road trips, I think they're a little bit different than kind of, say, one-day tours in Paris or a cruise to Mexico. There's no set itinerary for road trips, so unexpected hardships can come up. But I believe those hardships actually bond you closer with your travel mates. They allow you to talk about, they create stories, these Remember that one time on the road stories that you'll talk about for years to come. Number 3, disconnect and connect. This might be the biggest advantage to road trips in our Instagram, Facebook, Katok, any Apple crazy generation. When you're on the road, there's no Wi-Fi. So what do you do when you have 10 hours of constant no signal? You take your phone, you put it down, you talk, and you listen. For example, on this past road trip, my friend, he actually opened up and talked about his kind of rocky relationship with his half-sister. I've known this guy for over 10 years, and this is the first time I learned he even had a half-sister. When I was 8 years old, on my first road trip, my mom took me aside, just randomly, took out a flashlight, pointed at every single constellation in the sky, and named every single one of them. This is when I learned that when my mom was also a mere 8 years old herself, she had wanted to be an astrologist when she grew up. My mom now is not an astrologist. It would take another road trip when I was older in the future to learn what had changed since she was 8 years old. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but that's the Cheez-Its box that I got from the car, so very yummy, not sponsored. Alright, last but not least, the views. You get to see views like this. So if I had not said yes to the road trip invite, for all the fears of the hardships that the road would bring, these memories and these pictures, they wouldn't exist. So I'm sure all of y'all here today have your own happy moments in your lives. It might be while you're eating a good samgyeopsal meal that someone else is paying for, or when you're at a PC bar playing Overwatch and you win. For one of you, it might be a lazy Sunday afternoon while you're playing with your kids. Or it might just be stressful. I don't know. But for me, it might sound cheesy, but road trips do really hold my own happy moments. It's when the busy city is behind, the night is filled with stars, and the cold night is also warmed by the laughter around me. So it's my hope for everyone here today to invite someone you know, friend or family, on a road trip in the near future to create your own adventure. Because for me, a good trip story is one that consists of good obstacles, good laughter, and a good road. Thank you so much. Now we will move on to the discussion portion of my talk. So I kind of gave my own perspective on what I think is good about road trips. Now I would like to hear what everyone else has to say about kind of travel and their thoughts in general. So we will go ahead and go on to question number 1. Do you remember the best trip you've ever been on? What made it so great?
Well, in my case, it was a trip to Turkey and Greece, but I think it was great because we had to plan everything by